and everything that's going on here in Morristown, Deputy Mayor Sue Mamarella as well, and the rest of council. It is an honor to be in his backyard, Congressman Andy Kim. I said, Andy, I think you could walk here this morning, and I believe you may have. My colleague and partner in government, the one and only, the singular Lieutenant Governor. And
Now appearing at the White House with his budget director, Biden said the proposals sends a clear message to the public about what Americans value. He also outlined a focus on fiscal responsibility, safety, and security investments to build a better America. Now, I know many of you are wondering about how the budget plan will help the people. Well, right now, President Biden is proposing a total of $5.8 trillion in federal spending. That amount is slightly less than what was projected to be spent this year, before the supplemental spending bill was signed into law earlier this month. Now, this deficit will be $1.15 trillion, and there will be $795 billion for defense, $915 billion for domestic programs, and the remaining balance will go to mandatory spending. Now, Biden has also outlined higher taxes that would raise $361 billion in revenue over 10 years and apply to the top earning households. The proposal lists another $1.4 trillion in revenue raised over the next decade through other tax increases, which are meant to preserve Biden's pledge to not hike taxes on people earning less than $400,000.
Troy wanted to be with us today. Alex Staropoli, did I get the last name right? How'd I do, Alex? Now, I passed the Director of Advocacy and Communications at the Fair Share Housing Center, and to all of your colleagues at Fair Share. I extend also my condolences on the passing of the former board chair, Kelly Francis, whose funeral I think maybe is today, I believe, right? God rest his soul. We got Rudy Alberts and his colleagues here representing the Pennsylvania Real Estate Trust, which owns
CNN. Many parents may not be happy when they file their tax returns this year, and this is because they could discover they're getting smaller refunds than they usually do. That's because more than 36 million families already received half of their enhanced child tax credit and monthly payments during 2021. Economists have told CNN one thing that will likely happen is that people will get smaller refunds than they were expecting because that refund came in advance. Folks, not only that, but listen to this. As part of last year's American Rescue Plan package, parents received half of the credit, up to $300 a month for their children, ages 6 up to age 6, and $250 for those ages 6 to 17. From July, though, December, families of 61 million children were sent the monthly payments. It was the first time the credit was delivered on a monthly basis, which was intended to help parents pay for housing, food, clothing, and school supplies. Now, parents can also claim the other half of the credit on their 2021 tax return, that is. Democrats also increased the total child tax credit to a maximum of $3,600 per year for each younger child and $3,000 for each other. Prior to the expansion, which was in effect only for 2021, the standard tax credit was up to $2,000 for each kid up to age 17. Parents actually claimed it annually on their tax returns,
including the developmentally or differently abled and survivors of domestic abuse, among others. These homes are waiting impatiently in the wings. I say, Sheila joins me, saying, let's build them. The budget I proposed aims to eliminate in its entirety this backlog and get every single one of these units at the least built within the next 4 years. This backlog does not represent our entire need or obligation, but clearing it is a huge and critical step in the right direction. So the state is stepping up with our new Affordable Housing Production Fund, which would put $305 million from the Federal State Fiscal Recovery Fund toward clearing the pipeline of these already approved and in some cases shovel-ready projects. And by the way, the state is putting alongside that another $30 million of our own money. So for the federal money in particular,